Let's go.
Okay, we are moving on to Shadow Generations, folks. Let's get it started. Alright, this looks like an any percent category with an estimate of 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Des aficionados du speedrun, vous savez que la N%, c'est un gruyère. Le but c'est de casser le jeu. Et du coup, on va s'amuser ensemble. Avec Boule qui va faire une superbe run.
On va pas casser qu'un peu. Hein.
Bien le casser.
Bon. Je suis prêt, je vais faire un décompte.
Vas-y. À 3.
Vas-y.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, let's get it moving.
Ça va très vite démarrer, très fort.
Unfortunately, yes, like I said, I have never played this game before, so whatever commentary I am able to provide will be in the form of reactions and not anything in the sense of how to speedrun or even just play this game in general. But to me, it just looks like another classic 3D Sonic platformer. Good graphics too, I must say. I guess this is a more recent game, but I'm none the wiser.
Il y en aura dans pas mal de niveaux, des mécaniques dédiées. Et là, le gruyère commence. On est sur un jeu qui ne tient pas beaucoup en place, honnêtement. On est un peu sur une passoire vidéoludique des fois. Mais du coup, en fait, là, on a utilisé un truc qui s'appelle une automatisation. Il y a pas mal de rails où le shadow est contrôlé automatiquement par le jeu. Et si on arrive à sortir de l'automatisation, la vitesse du jeu fait n'importe quoi. Et on va beaucoup plus vite. C'est exactement ce qui s'est passé. On a fait à peu près des 3/4 du niveau comme ça. Pas trop censé se passer, on est sur un niveau principe qui fait 4 ou 5 minutes. Donc c'est très intense dès le début. On découvre également notre ennemi principal qui s'appelle Doom, qui est un peu le père de Shadow au final. On va pas trop spoil le jeu, de toute façon vous verrez pas trop l'histoire du jeu très honnêtement, que c'est un speedrun. Mais gardez juste en tête qu'on va battre un méchant et c'est un jeu classique.
Good. C'est-à-dire il y a un skip qui est faisable avec les ailes qu'on peut débloquer plus tard dans le jeu, où on ne voit pas du tout Doom, et qui s'appelle le Phaserless, je trouve ça très marrant.
Également, du coup, dans ce jeu, vous aurez souvent 2 niveaux par chapitre, on va dire. Vous aurez un niveau 1 en 3D qui a déjà été fait par vous juste avant, et un niveau en 2D. Mais les niveaux 2D sont aussi en 3D, c'est assez particulier, vous allez très vite voir ça. Le jeu est vraiment incroyable, on le dit très souvent. Donc, et avec des ennemis également, malheureusement on va pas trop les voir en bas si. Hormis quelques niveaux très particuliers, on va un peu les esquiver. Également, du coup, dans ce niveau-là, les espèces de pattes gravitationnelles.
I gotta say, this is quite a stark difference from all the other Sonic speedruns I've seen before. Just because I've seen, just by happenstance, I've seen all of the classic ones, like the original Sonics 1, 2, and 3. But really, nothing beyond that. So seeing like a modern 3D Sonic platformer is truly a little bit giving me a little bit of whiplash. But I'm in awe of like just how much the game has or the franchise has grown since then. Even then, I feel like most of the Sonic games you do see are those classic original 2D platformers in like the Sega Genesis era and whatnot. But this is a beautiful experience, cinematic-like. The environment, the 3D environment and detailing looks absolutely amazing. And like the pseudo like gameplay or cutscene, cutscene-like gameplay here is beautifully integrated. Maybe I should look into this game for myself. I say as if I wasn't adding yet another game to the gigantic pile of games I've wanted to try.
L'avantage des ailes, en fait, c'est qu'elles sont un peu cassées. C'est aussi pour ça qu'il y a une catégorie spéciale dédiée à l'utilisation des ailes. On peut refaire les niveaux avec les ailes tout le long du jeu. Mais du coup, les ailes permettent de glitcher un petit peu le jeu, de gagner pas mal de hauteur et de vitesse. Donc c'est toujours très pratique.
I'm looking at the speedrun category for it right now, and it looks like our runner, Bull de Patanque, is the S rank that is the world record holder here in the 80% category on PC. So we are seeing the cream of the crop here. The estimate says an hour and 15 minutes, but their real time is an hour and 2 minutes. So I'm expecting this will come a fair bit under time by 10 minutes, assuming nothing goes wrong. Try not to jinx things, but assuming nothing goes wrong, we should see some very excellent movement and gameplay here, and perhaps come under time.
D'entrée match, on va faire un gros cut où on va pas...
Tout va bien.
Bien backup, j'adore. On va pas suivre les rails, on va juste en sortir parce que pourquoi faire un trajet complet. Également, il y a cette espèce de petites portes de couleur qui sont rouges initialement. Quand on les percute, du coup, on change la porte de couleur et on active des rails qui étaient désactivés, ou en tout cas, on les remet dans un bon angle. Ah, c'est dommage. Et du coup aussi on va pouvoir se préparer également à avoir, comme on l'a dit précédemment, des très gros skips. Certains skips du coup sont, on va dire un petit peu comme on l'a dit précédemment, faciles via des rails comme ça, des espèces de rails de chaos. Et certains sont beaucoup plus glitchés, dont un qui arrive assez prochainement et qui je pense est mon préféré du jeu, même s'il est un peu compliqué.
En espérant qu'il passe.
Il n'est pas passé. En fait, dans Shadow, il y a un petit souci. L'anti-cheat du jeu est un peu capricieux et des fois, il nous fait perdre ne serait-ce qu'un FPS qui nous permet de ne pas faire des exécutions qui sont très sèches, on va dire, en termes d'exécution qui sont très demandantes. Du coup, la première arrive très vite. Et c'est passé parfait. Bon, du coup, vous allez encore pas trop voir le jeu, malheureusement, vous allez surtout voir les patterns sur lesquels on n'est pas trop censé aller, mais elles sont jolies.
Ah, je vais peut-être mourir.
Oh. Je pense que
ouais.
Ah, dommage.
Ah, je vais recommencer.
Ouais, on peut recommencer, effectivement, grâce à la magie des checkpoints. On n'a pas parlé, mais il y a quand même plusieurs checkpoints dans les niveaux. Et une fois qu'on en a pris un, si on meurt, on réapparaît à ce checkpoint-là. Ça permet de ne pas trop perdre de temps, ce qui est très agréable. Passe de quoi d'affilée, c'est très bien. Et il devrait être bon. Parfait. Alors du coup on est encore sur un truc assez particulier parce que évidemment vous vous en rendez bien compte mais on voit pas grand chose du jeu comme ça.
I can't tell if we're doing a particular skip right now or if this is a glitch of some sort, but we just phased through, or just fell through the whole city level. I trust they know what they're doing, but just to see that as someone who has never seen any gameplay, much less any speedrunning strats in this game is, again, very wild. We just descended through an entire floating city without any platforms. Oh, looks like we might be doing that again? Yeah, we are obviously skipping some of the intended gameplay routing.
Voilà.
Parfait. Il est enfin passé.
Oh, wow. Impressive, okay.
Mais du coup, on va continuer avec d'autres skips.
So that's how it's done. There's a railing at the bottom they need to land on.
Beaucoup en passant comme ceci.
That's just beautiful strategy executed right there. Absolutely good stuff.
Et on va également arriver sur des niveaux un petit peu, enfin des parties de niveaux avec des espèces de courses-poursuites contre des trains. Il y en a quelques-unes dans le jeu, mais on les verra pas beaucoup malheureusement. Je crois que c'est vraiment la seule qu'on voit assez longuement. Sauf évidemment un cas qui peut être particulier qu'on verra potentiellement, mais qu'on espère pas ne...
Still not sure which parts are normal game, which are glitches or skips. The game's pretty wild. Yeah, I'm witnessing this firsthand for myself too for the first time. Absolutely fast-paced, wild experience, but it feels great just even watching it. That big fall through the city there part definitely looked like a skip of some sort to me, but
particulier, il y a beaucoup de choses assez buggées, notamment.
But yeah, you're still absolutely right. As to what other parts might be glitches or skips, I would have no idea.
Pas les cycles en avant, ce qui est assez contre-intuitif. Ça permet de faire pas mal de choses assez sympa. On va également arriver bientôt sur le skip le plus, en tout cas je trouve le plus joli du jeu, qui est assez cool. Il y a un skip en 2D, mais 2D particulière, comme on l'a dit précédemment, vous allez très vite voir ça.
There's also a mix of like we were just in like a 3D city environment, and now we're more into the background and rendered background is 3D, but the rails, dare I say rails, the rails and movement here in this section is 2D exclusively, which looks very nice visually to me. You're moving through a 3D environment. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we're moving through a 3D environment. We're not moving through any environment now. We clearly glitched through some of the level there. Looks like that was a bit unfortunate. We have to reset that glitch again. So here we go. Oh yeah, we are zooming past through some areas.
Malheureusement, c'est ce qui va arriver. Mais c'est pas très.
That was all skips. Yep.
Et vous êtes bien rendu compte qu'évidemment, on a encore une
I see that.
la moitié du niveau.
Good stuff.
Le jeu est vraiment très rapide à faire une fois qu'on commence à faire beaucoup d'exécutions de ce genre.
Getting some items and
Un petit peu sympathique.
here we're in a 3D environment now, a more open environment to navigate through.
Et pour chacune de ces portes, il va falloir aller
Use a 2D to skip over 3D elements thanks to Shadow's Spear.
pour activer la porte.
I see.
Nouvelle compétence.
So there is some finessing of being able to
Pour les suivre. Du coup, sera utilisé pour
change which segments you are to make progression a lot faster. I see.
que vous voyez ici activé. Une fois que vous avez réussi les deux challenges des portes qui sont côte à côte,
Yeah, this is blowing my mind. I've
récupérer toutes les clés pour finir le jeu.
never played any 3D Sonic game before.
C'est forcément un boss. Il faudra aller en chercher.
I've never seen any 3D Sonic game before. Just to see that those kinds of mechanics are possible is astounding.
Évidemment, du coup, enfin, évidemment, vous allez probablement remarquer que ces challenges-là sont bien plus courts, ces challenges de porte. C'est une gimmick assez importante du jeu. Généralement, un challenge dure à peu près une minute, voire moins. Donc ça sera assez rapide d'aller voir les boss dès qu'on a fini les niveaux principaux. Qui sont du coup, au final, les challenges sont des redécouvertes des niveaux avec des petites modifications de gameplay.
The spear is what helped break the game, which is why you see the runners shooting them often. Got it. Thank you for that tidbit. Yep, I'm seeing that spear go off plenty of times, so I figured it had something to do with the run, just wasn't sure exactly what.
Faire le niveau et du coup, il faut le recommencer à zéro. Le routing est très bien fait et on est censé avoir quasiment tout le temps le nombre d'anneaux exact. Et dans Modio, quelques exceptions. Et petit nerging qui est obligatoire d'être fait. Les anneaux arc-en-ciel valent 2 anneaux et du coup, souvent, ça va nous sauver.
Quel plaisir d'avoir découvert cette gimmick là, genre 6 mois après 6 mois de jeu.
To you'll see.
Et du coup, on va
Beautiful, we're making great progress.
nouveau défi. Cette fois-ci, les défis seront en 3D. Il y a pour chaque niveau, du coup, il y a des défis 2D et des défis 3D. Donc là, on va être sur un défi d'élimination. Il va falloir évidemment péter le nombre de cibles recommandées, c'est-à-dire cette fois-ci 25. Et les routings sont encore une fois assez impressionnants. Ici, le Chaos Control est utilisé uniquement pour récupérer son boost et donc perdre le moins de temps possible. C'est une gimmick qu'on a pas précisé, mais le Chaos Control redonne du boost également.
Doing missions right now to unlock the next area. Got it.
J'avais pas ça dessus.
Yeah, thank you for all these tidbits. I'll be keeping a close eye on chats and reading them along as I go. Because, like I said, never played this game before, so I have absolutely no useful info to provide. Just blunt reactions is all.
Les anneaux donnent également du boost, on n'a pas parlé. Donc, du coup, déjà dans ces défis-là, on va être.
Yeah, this is totally a group effort. As if this whole English restream wasn't a group effort in of itself. I'll keep showing it all throughout the event, so this might get old, but if you wanna help commentate, fill out that form in the pinned post here in the Twitch chat, and we'll get you live on air talking about the games you love to play and love to speedrun. Oh, then you'll rather enjoy the boss fights then. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the boss fights I've seen so far are literally just the ones in the original, like, first 3 Sonic games. I don't know what is possible beyond that. I don't know how much lore they've expanded on, how much more of the Sonic story I may not be privy to. That is all new to me. So I am very much looking forward to it.
On va faire un tour complet qui va prendre pas mal de temps. C'est vraiment un gain de temps.
Yeah. Everyone else in chat, let me know what you're looking forward to in this run, so I get a little bit of a taste of what's coming up next here. Because already I'm astounded by just the visuals alone and the gameplay movement. It feels dynamic. The visuals are beautiful. Like here, we're in like a pseudo like outer space scene or something with floating structures and all that. It's a 3D environment laid mostly onto what's mostly like a 2D movement field here, and that kind of juxtaposition is beautiful. The camera angles are dynamic. Lots of cool mechanics to interact with. Great game, just from looking at it.
Donc cette fois-ci, on est encore une fois sur un niveau élimination, mais un niveau élimination en 2D. On va pas mal utiliser justement l'espèce de technique dont on a récupéré l'utilisation tout à l'heure. Celle on va pouvoir projeter les ennemis et les suivre. Et les seuls ennemis qui sont projetables sont ces ennemis-là, un peu avec les ennemis rouges, on va dire, ça peut être plus simple comme ça. Et on arrive même avec un petit ennemi bonus en plus.
Du coup, est-ce que là...
Okay. Yep, we are churning through more missions right now to be able to move on to the next areas here.
Donc là, je rentre dans le canyon, c'est juste pour reset-up mon point de spawn. Je vais devoir faire une petite manipulation pour skip l'animation d'ouverture de portail de boss en retournant l'écran titre.
Ooh. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're joining us from North America here, it's at the latest 2:46 p.m. or maybe 1:40 or excuse me. Yeah, it's the latest maybe 2:46 p.m. maybe 3:46 p.m. if you live further out on the Atlantic coast. But right now in France it's 8:46 p.m. So this is peak gaming hours for them. The marathon has just started, and if you're joining us for the first time, this is this is the Nitro Speedrunning Festival, which is a marathon in France, happening live right now for the next 47-ish hours. So we've got time for you to enjoy some more great speedruns, and this is only our second run of the event. So you are just in time.
Vous avez un petit peu de temps, vous me dites et j'ai des trucs à dire.
I can't promise I will be awake for a continuous 48-hour period, but we will have rotating hosts and commentators available here on the English Restream for your English listening pleasure. I believe there's also a German Restream happening of the same marathon, so you've got your choice of French, English, or German languages to choose from.
90 de Anonymous qui a dit penser à manger la team, même Fofo. Avec un smiley, hashtag Pikachu, hashtag Shadow, donc qui a été comptabilisé parce qu'on rappelle qu'il y a une incentive Shadow, on est à 187,81 €, si on atteint les 250 €, eh bien on aura une run bonus du DLC et ça ce serait une régalade. Et il y a eu ce don là, est-ce que tu veux le lire celui-là?
On a Ville de Pétanque qui envoie 5 € et je vais devoir m'y coller à mon anglais là. Ok. Don't get distracted on some. We're here to race, so keep your eyes on the road. Référence bien sûr à Sonic, on a vu sur Insta, mais sinon j'ai pas la référence.
That was great and passionate English. I think I understood what they said, but great show of English. Good job.
Parfait, merci. Du coup, vous avez pu voir pendant ce temps-là, Bull est en train de se battre vaillamment contre George dans un combat effréné. Non, le combat était absolument horrible. Mais du coup, c'est un combat où vraiment la seule mécanique, ça va être de sauter un peu sur les
Hello, from Bull de Patank's community. Welcome. We welcome anyone and everyone here to the English Restream. Actually, let me pop my head into the actual Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/nitro_speedrun and see what they're up to right now.
Genkidama de genre.
Great English. 100% passion English.
Et là, du coup, avec les espèces d'homing attack par des Sonic, on va faire une attaque.
I know a very little bit of French myself. I took French in the middle school here in the United States, but a lot of that has faded over time. So, I'm able to pick out the barest of words and maybe phrases and even sentences on occasion. I cannot act as a translator, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to help me out with that, chat. If you speak French in any meaningful way.
Le Lucie va récupérer encore une fois un nouveau pouvoir qui est le pire pouvoir du jeu, le Doom Surf. C'est une catastrophe, c'est immaniable, personne n'aime ça, mais on fait avec. Du coup, il y a une mécanique un peu particulière sur le Doom Surf qui n'existe que dans les niveaux. C'est que quand on est dans un niveau et pas dans le hub, quand on est dans l'eau, on peut bourrer les gâchettes et du coup on va pouvoir garder la vitesse qu'on avait initialement. Ça sera utilisé tout le long des niveaux aquatiques.
You wish you're just their English speaking internet friend. Got it. Hey, no worries.
Là, du coup,
Anyone and everyone is welcome, regardless of what language you speak, even if it's not French, even if it's not English, if it's any other language, we don't care. Welcome to the English side of things. You're stuck with someone who has never played this game before, and who's only viscerally reacting to the game as it presents itself, because I've never touched this game before. Never really even heard of it until now, so... I definitely heard of all the other Sonic games, just not this one, for whatever reason. I guess it was released in last year, in 2024, so... It's not that old, but... I'm out of touch. I'm out of touch with the Sonic franchise as a whole.
Également, Shadow est capable de monter sur les murs, c'est une mécanique assez particulière, mais sur des murs particuliers, il va pouvoir monter, donc prendre de la verticalité, ce qui n'est pas trop possible en théorie. Donc on prend ça avec grand plaisir. En principe, ici, on est censé passer dans l'espèce d'église, en tout cas dans la tour qui ressemble un peu vaguement à une église.
We've got like dynamic in like mid-air combat, which is not quite what I was expecting for a Sonic game, but here we are. It was an update of the Sonic Generations game released on the PS3, 360, and 3DS. Okay, got it. I definitely heard of Sonic Generations before. Again, never played that one myself either, but I've definitely heard of that game. Oh wow, yeah, Sonic Generations. Wow. Look at that.
C'est encore un type assez compliqué, ça n'a pas l'air, mais en fait, la caméra dans Shadow...
With new content focusing on Shadow, so okay. So this is a remake of Sonic Generations, plus all new levels and story for the Shadow side. Got it. Yeah, I would say I remember when Sonic Generations was released back in 2011. But if you ask me now, I've been like, oh yeah, Sonic Generations, that new game that was released recently, right? No, I'm way behind the times on that, so don't mind me. They updated the graphics on the story, then added a whole new Shadow story and levels. Basically, Shadow story mode and campaign. Got it. Good stuff. Good to see.
On a du coup sur le niveau 2 qui est encore plus cassé tout simplement. Donc c'est un niveau encore une fois en 2D assez particulier. Avec des espèces de, je veux dire, de boules vertes sur lesquelles on peut simplement les attaquer pour arriver à créer des chemins. On a vu ça précédemment mais ça sera beaucoup plus visible dans ce niveau là. Également, du coup, il y a des espèces de petits murs qui sont un peu plus sombres certaines fois. En fait, qui sont des murs sur lesquels on peut se propulser, donc sauter plusieurs fois, pour prendre de la hauteur. On peut également faire ça et gruger de la moitié du mur.
Now, even for someone who doesn't do platformers myself, I'm seeing some very excellent movements here, which deciding which speed boost to take or not, just positioning subs correctly to climb certain platforms, mounting, dismounting from the rails here, hitting those bumpers and ramps.
Qui sont censés bouger, mais là on est en chaos control.
Excellent movement. They're not the world record holder for nothing, I'll tell you that. As if I didn't say the same thing about the previous run either. I mean, this is such an excellent showcase of skill. I'm very happy to be watching this live. I'm sure a lot of you who actually do play platformers and maybe even Sonic games like these probably have more informed comments than I do. But as someone who doesn't, I mean, this is a beautiful speedrun. They got the world record like last week. Hey, we'll take that. We're watching a very fresh and very new world record speedrun here. I am all for it. That is fantastic to hear. Props to the runner for that. Props to Bull de Pétanque for achieving that. Good stuff.
Et voilà, c'est parfait. On est encore sur un niveau qui était en 2D qui est passé en 3D. On va pouvoir ensuite.
I mean, look at that too. Are we doing skips right now? It looked like we just skipped a little bit of the stage there.
Et après, du coup, on aura le temps pour un petit don.
And that's what I presume to be the Kingdom Valley area, all colored in and done. I see Big the Cat's standing there. I know Big the Cat before from certain other games and related video game incentives based around Big the Cat, but oh, we have even like a open hub world area to choose your levels and stages. Even those details that maybe don't add too much to the actual movement and gameplay itself are just nice aesthetic touches on top of a remastered, revitalized game. I appreciate those smaller details in game design and aesthetics. Just giving the player more elbow room, for lack of a better term, just more movement and more room to roam around. Great stuff.
Il y a eu une mana de pétanque justement qui a envoyé boule. La star, tu gères de fou. #Shadow, merci beaucoup. Et enfin, il y a eu Yume de pétanque. C'est le gang de pétancouriens. Boule et Wano, les bestes sont trop beaux. Bravo les runners, bravo Nitro.
Je reconnais toute l'équipe de pétanque est présente. Ils sont là pour soutenir leur champion. Énorme respect à vous, bien sûr.
Merci infiniment.
Looks like they were reading up some donations there. If you'd like to donate to the Nitro Speedrun Festival, I believe all donations will go towards that festival. I could be wrong, but I believe all donations go towards them specifically. You can type !donates and throw them a few euros, or dollars, or pounds, or any other currency of your choice to show your support. They were showing off some prizes. I believe they were prizes that you could be raffled in to win earlier. We got a Broforce, like a 3D printed logo of that. Maybe not 3D print, but like a 3D logo of it. As well as a knitted Pikachu plush. Those were the two ones they showed off on screen before this run. Now, I don't know if international viewers are qualified or able to win those prizes, but if you'd like to show your support, feel free to stop by. I just heard. Are the voice lines in game in English? I I thought I heard Shadow talk in English for a brief second there.
Également, chose qu'on n'a pas
I guess I don't know if they have any French voice acting in here, but I heard that in English. Yeah, subtitles are definitely in French, but I don't know about the actual voiced lines.
Ils sont assez particuliers, c'est des niveaux qui font écho à d'autres niveaux menés dans les jeux précédents. Après, de toute façon, dans quasiment tous les jeux Sonic, beaucoup de niveaux sont réutilisés des jeux précédents. C'est une espèce de...
They have voice acting for like every language in this game. I see, got it.
Les niveaux reviennent très souvent dans les jeux.
Hello. Skate Horse on stream, LFG. That's right. Let me pull up that entry in the schedule right here. So, yeah, Skate Horse, the wild and wacky game that we were talking about last run. If you'd like to see Skate Horse run live here on NSF, that will be occurring at 2:47. Hold on, let me do my math correctly. Yep, that'll be occurring at 2:47 a.m. Eastern time here for us North Americans, so that's gonna be late in the night, early in the morning for us. But if you're up and around for that, stick around for some very... Actually, I've never seen this game before. What? Skate Horse. I'll have more details for you on that later, but it looks like a wacky horse game. That's all I can tell you.
Oui, incroyable. On a eu un petit don de... Alors on sait pas trop parce qu'on a double pseudo. On va l'appeler...
Right now we are on Shadow Generations, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. 8 more games in between until we get to Skate Horse. So hold your horses for that. We will get to that in like... What, like 12 hours from now? Yeah, you'll see that in 12 hours from now. So I hope you can hold your horses for another 12 hours until that game shows up.
Du coup, c'est des niveaux qui sont... Enfin, ce niveau-là, pardon...
You'll be hosting doing Skate Horse, and that's your game. Ah, perfect. So you get to join them on stream in 12 hours for that one in particular. So we'll see you in 12 hours for that one. In the meantime, we've got lots of other great games that are that precede Skate Horse. Right now, we've got Broforce, Wavetail, Castlevania: Lament of Innocence, Timesia, Resident Evil 5, Light Matter, and Sea of Stars, all in line before Skate Horse at 2:47 a.m. Eastern Time. So we've got some great games I've never heard of, and games that everyone has heard of and wants to see again. We've got games all over the video gaming spectrum of genres and action and excitement levels. I hope you'll stick around for those. This will be a continuous 48-hour broadcast from the Nitro Speedrunning Festival. So, buckle in. We're in for the long ride here.
100% RNG.
Yep, we've got Sea of Stars coming up at 12:32 a.m. Eastern Time, according to the latest updated schedule. That'd be a new game plus 80% glitchless with relics. So, and what's the estimate on that? That's a 4-hour run. Ooh, a 4-hour run. So, that is prime. Well, that might be prime sleeping time for me. I'm sure some of you who are either later here in the North American realm or natural night owls might appreciate that run. Great RPG. Yeah, I've never played it myself. I've definitely heard about it, but I've never played it myself. So if I was awake, then I'd probably catch that run, but I'm not sure I will be. You would if you didn't have work tomorrow. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Yeah, it might be unfortunate that, you know, we obviously won't be able to catch all the runs. I mean, naturally, this is a continuous live 48-hour stream. And, you know, it'll be at all times of the morning, night, day, evening, what have you. But if you miss a run, do not fret. All of these VODs will be available on our English Restream YouTube channel after this marathon is over. So after this marathon is over, or if you want to visit it right now, you can type !YT into the chat for our YouTube page, where we store all of our VODs from previous restreaming events. So we have one from our RTA in Japan, Summer 25 restream that we did a few months ago, and we will have the VODs from this, the Nitro Speedrun Festival, up after this marathon concludes. So all those will be persistently available on our YouTube page for your viewing pleasure. It might not be live, it might not be live and playing, but they will all be available. Yeah, there are definitely a few of these runs that I will not be present for, unfortunately, and you know, either will be sleeping or at work or doing other things, you know, so I'm not expecting anyone here to be up for 48 hours continuously. Put your health first. Don't do that. Don't put that kind of strain on your body. Go get your rest. Go get your self-care. This will all be here waiting for you at any point in the future. No need to rush.
Donc là, du coup, on arrive un peu sur les 3 pires niveaux du jeu, qu'on va appeler nul 1, nul 2 et nul 3. Ils sont assez longs et assez exigeants, honnêtement, mais tout va bien se passer. Ici, micro-optimisation. Boule a fait exprès de se prendre des dégâts avec l'espèce de boule à pic.
If you're 20 years younger than me, you may have been able to. Oh, buddy,
C'est parfait.
I mean, I'm at a point where I know I should go to bed earlier, but sometimes your friends are just up at those late hours of the night and morning, and I just want to hang out with them. That's my rationale for staying up late. Maybe watching them run some games or just vibing and chatting with them. Those are very peak aesthetic vibing hours, but it doesn't do too much for your own physical health. Physical or mental or emotional, dare I say. So, I need to tone back on that a bit myself personally. As much as I want to watch all the runs that are in this marathon, I know they'll be there and waiting for me after the fact, so no need to push yourself to that extent. Get that rest, get that self-care. That's a reminder to all of you. Go hydrate, go get snacks, go get food, get some rest, do whatever you need to do to be a functional human being. And take care of yourselves. I've been going to bed at like 1 and 2 a.m. watching Silent Hill out front. I see. And up for work at 7:30 a.m. Fantastic. If you only need 6 to 5 hours of sleep, you do you. For me, I definitely need a little bit more sleep than that. So, just a little bit more. I like my sleep. I cannot do without it, so I make sure to take my proper rests.
Simplement, les quêtes, on va les casser avec des espèces de pas de côté, donc à les slides du surf, du doom surf, et puis d'arriver au compte final, vraiment récupérer l'anneau.
Je jouais très sec, j'avais pas assez de caisse au début.
C'est encore un niveau avec des aigles qu'on verra pas trop, on va pas mal les skip et on va également faire un très gros skip très vite. Il va être juste ici.
So I've lost the plot a little bit on our current run here in Shadow Generations, but even if I just flip back to it, I'll always be like, oh wow, look at that very like fast-paced dynamic movements. I don't even know which stage or level we're on. But I know the runner is absolutely knocking it out of the park. We're clearing mission after mission here. And here's that hub world. A little bit blank, and white and colorless, but I think we're filling them in as we complete some more missions. Back to doing missions, unlock the next area. Yep. I'm starting to pick up on these things. I'm learning things. I'm learning things as we go. Can't promise you whether I'll actually hold on to this information for later, but I'm learning things as we're watching now. And I hope you are too, chat.
En fait, on va faire exprès de manquer le QTE, donc on va appuyer sur la mauvaise touche pour descendre et gagner un tout petit peu de temps. Plutôt que du coup d'avoir la propulsion qui au final nous fait perdre du temps. Il passe, parfait. Du coup, on va arriver sur le dernier challenge de cette section avant d'arriver au boss. Nickel.
Yeah, and we're S ranking all of these missions like nobody's business. And we're filling in more color. Okay. It's pinning out to more of the level now, so maybe we're actually getting this next area unlocked relatively soon.
Plutôt que de passer par l'espèce de propulsion qu'on a fait précédemment avec le doofing, on va aller chercher cette plateforme qui est assez précise pour passer par l'intérieur, mais tout en skippant encore une assez grosse partie de l'accès. Qui va nous permettre d'arriver au, je pense, meilleur boss du jeu en termes de musique en tout cas. Boss très sympa à jouer avec une belle musique.
C'est clair.
Now that looks like we're unlocking something. We literally just put 3 keys into a few gears there. Let's see what's next.
Du coup, ça va être un boss qui va être fait en Doom Surf, malheureusement. Mais la gimmick est assez sympathique. L'idée, ça va être de simplement.
Alright, we've got
Ça peut être des
a
pièces,
boss fight with Metal Overlord. Never heard of this enemy before.
ça les envoie.
This is new to me.
Et le but, ça va être d'optimiser ça pour faire notamment un assez important gain de temps parce que si on n'est pas assez rapide, on a une phase d'automatisation qui perd beaucoup de temps. Vous pouvez également nous lancer des projectiles, ce qui va se passer maintenant, mais on va totalement esquiver ça, parce que si on a bien fait notre travail, ce qui est probablement le cas actuellement, on peut directement aller le taper comme ça. Et s'il est mid-life, on déclenche ça directement, on gagne.
Down to half health. Entering the second phase of this boss fight is my guess.
Bon, je vais reposer mes yeux vite fait.
Et on est sur une phase un petit peu automatisée quasiment, en fait on va juste bourrer le Maléfique tout en boucle parce qu'on connaît parfaitement le boss. En tout cas, Boo connaît parfaitement le boss. Et on a une petite partie de ping-pong ou de squash, je ne sais pas. Avec Metal Overlord.
We're playing tennis here? Okay. We're good.
pendant le squash.
A little bit of a back and forth there.
Ok, bon. Ça marche, non, parce que j'étais pour rappeler, il reste une demi-heure à la run sur l'estimate. Il reste encore, l'incentive est encore ouverte pour avoir le niveau bonus. Donc avec le hashtag Shadow, il manque à peu près 50 €. Et vous avez également la bid war qui est ouverte toujours avec le choix du chapeau pour la run suivante de Wavetail qui va arriver. Par point d'exclamation incentive, vous avez les détails à l'intérieur du fichier.
N'oubliez pas l'hashtag Shadow dans vos dons pour l'incentive et la run bonus.
Ah, dommage. Ici, c'était joué vraiment à un débris près, mais les débris sont un petit peu RNG par rapport à leur arrivée. Du coup, on doit faire un tout petit peu de temps et attendre une nouvelle phase de missile pour le toucher.
Ils sont pas RNG, c'est moi qui ai éclaté.
And that was the Metal Overlord fight. GG's.
En termes de gameplay.
Good stuff.
C'est une run qui va assez vite, avec notamment avec tous les skills qu'on a pu voir précédemment.
Let's see what's next.
Et là, du coup, on va aller chercher simplement un nouveau pouvoir qui va nous permettre de pouvoir traverser ces espèces de flaques de miasmes violettes. Donc, quand on est en espèce de verre, simplement la forme s'appelle le Doomworm, on peut récupérer les orbes violettes qui sont en l'air et s'en servir un peu comme Spider-Man pour se propulser avec, ou alors en tout cas juste se déplacer dans les flaques. Alors du coup on peut également sauter des tyroliennes avec des sauts assez précis qui viennent d'être fait actuellement. Enfin les tyroliennes, en tout cas les espèces de descentes sur les rails qu'on fait actuellement, donc les tyroliennes effectivement. En tout cas avec des sauts avec les Doom Spear, Speargrad pardon, on peut y arriver, et donc pour un peu plus de temps, ou même sauter des loopings.
J'y suis.
Là du coup on est encore sur un saut très compliqué mine de rien, mais qui passe très très bien. En fait on saute un peu trop, enfin sans avoir vraiment le contrôle parce qu'on est encore un peu dans des rails et tout est assez compliqué à ce niveau là, c'est bien passé.
Oh, hey, I'm just noticing the tracker at the bottom of the screen there. We are about 50 euros away from unlocking a Shadow Generations DLC bonus content here. I believe there's a like a Tokyo DLC pack for this game that if they raise enough funds that our runner will do some more of that content for us. So if you're interested, you can throw them a few dollars. I believe it'll automatically convert over. So no need to worry about currency conversion and all that stuff.
Du coup on approche encore une fois très rapidement de la fin du niveau.
We've also got a bid war for the skin that'll be used in Wavetail, which is a run coming up. How far away is that? Wavetail. That'll be in a couple runs from now. So after this one, we've got Broforce and then Wavetail. So we've got an ongoing bid war for that as well.
Et on va arriver sur un triste niveau à mon sens. C'est un niveau qui était vraiment super cool à faire, c'était le meilleur niveau 2D du jeu. Mais c'est assez récemment. Il y a
Yeah, we need just under 50 euros for that Tokyo DLC bonus levels here.
Est-ce que j'ai un petit instant, les gars?
Oh, pas tout de suite.
Ok. Cook, vas-y, cuisine.
Honestly, with how this run is going so far, I'd love to see more of this. The gameplay is mesmerizing, to say the least of it. And the glitches and skips they're trying to do right now?
Toujours pas.
Oh, okay. Are they...
C'est un top qui est assez précis mine de rien.
I have no idea what's going on here. Gotta be honest with you. But looks like they were attempting to skip something. Not sure if they pulled it off or not.
Oh, à peu près,
On est bien.
Well, looks like they're gonna try this again.
Toujours pas.
Maybe not. Gonna give another attempt. Here we go. That looks better. Wow. GG. Great skip there. Beautiful stuff. They just skipped like most of that level. Amazing. Again, it always astounds me what kinds of skips are just possible to begin with, and what it takes to actually execute them. It did take them a couple tries, but to see it pulled off is priceless. Good stuff.
Il a donné le premier euro pour la bidoire de la run de Wave Rin, bien sûr. Wave Tail, pardon. Plaisir.
Yeah, where are we on that wave tail bid war there?
Donc là, du coup, on va activer les derniers challenges et on va passer sur cette
Not quite sure. I'll give you an update once that banner appears on screen again.
pas optimal. Et cette fois-ci, en fait, on va faire les défis de Chaos Island, donc cette section avec les 2 niveaux qu'on vient de faire. Et on va également aller chercher un autre défi qu'on n'avait pas fait précédemment pour le tout premier niveau. Tout simplement, c'est optimer dans le routine de faire ça, et ça permet de gagner un temps assez important, mine de rien. Également, du coup, vu que Shadow est de plus en plus fort avec tous ses différents pouvoirs, les niveaux sont de plus en plus courts, donc ça va commencer à aller très très vite.
Running through more of Chaos Island at the moment.
Le nouveau Doom Morph sans le Doom Morph.
Doing yet even more missions to unlock the next area. But we're making great progress. Just seeing how quickly these missions are being cleared is again just amazing to see.
Tout va se passer comme ceci. C'est nickel. Et cette fois-ci, en fait, on va complètement gruger un niveau plutôt que de passer en faisant le niveau, on va passer par-dessus des niveaux pour aller chercher très rapidement l'objectif final.
Okay, on that wave tail bid war, we've got Steven Seagull in first place with €1, and Auré Duchat and the third option that I just missed. Both don't have any amount towards it right now, so Steven Seagull's in first place with just €1. If you want to affect what skin is will be used in that run of Wave Tail, I suppose you can donate it, put it towards any of the options, really. So feel free to subtly, not so subtly influence the outcome of that bid war, if you so choose.
On va avoir encore une fois Shadow qui va s'envoler vers de nouveaux cieux. Et c'est parfait. Là, du coup, on est encore sur un niveau à canot unique, mais ce niveau est assez facile, en tout cas assez rapide une fois qu'on connaît bien la route.
Alright, we are moving on, folks. We are now in the Space Colony arc. I vaguely remember this from Sonic lore, but not much beyond that. But we're definitely in a new area now, so we're keeping things moving.
Et du coup, on a fini tous les challenges simplement du jeu. Il ne reste plus que un boss et une section avec 3 niveaux. Et on aura fini le jeu dans un temps assez record.
Yeah, let me pull up the SOC leaderboards again. Again, the runner is the world record holder in this any percent category on PC. Their RTA is 1 hour and 2 minutes and 28 seconds. I suspect we'll be a little bit above that, just because they had to redo a few of the skips here. But it should be somewhat under estimates if I'm again. Just from seeing how well this has been going so far. We're making great time.
Et là du coup on arrive sur une partie un peu compliquée avec mes filets, ça va falloir être assez silencieux, au bout en tout cas des repères sonores là-dessus. Donc je compte sur vous.
Mis un coup en trop, tant pis.
Is that Mephiles? Mephiles? I don't think I've ever heard of this enemy before, but here's another boss fight, I suppose. Looks like we're just thrashing away at them. Yeah, wow, this is
Là, c'est tout bon, plus
a little new to me. Sonic 06, most people never heard of him, lol. Alright. Even though it was in Sonic 06, or maybe because it was in Sonic 06, people never heard of him. Alright. I'll take that. Right. Oh, you think it's pronounced Bethel? Oh, thanks so much for that pronunciation, guy. Please, chat. If you have any other ideas on how to pronounce it, please just type it in the chat. Just type the name itself. I'm sure I'll be able to pick up what you're putting down there. This is great. I'm gonna pronounce it 6 different ways by the end of this run. And I will be none the wiser. What you mean that made me really sad. It's a game most Sonic players try to forget exists. Right. Now that I'm remembering it, yes, I do remember Sonic 06 being the game, one of the games of all time. And I mean that in a not so pleasant lights for a game riddled with problems.
Je fais durer le plaisir. Eh bien, hâte de voir ce plaisir durer.
Merci infiniment.
Sonic players will try to ignore 06 except Boom. I've also never played Sonic Boom before. Also gonna admit that, or unless that's something else. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now. No, it's a sitcom. It's a TV. I don't know that much about Sonic. I'm sorry. I no idea. Boom, the TV series, but the games, no. Okay, so maybe it is both. All right. So be it. I'll let y'all argue about it in chats. I have nothing meaningful to contribute other than giving more live. I'm reacting to everything for the first time because I've never seen this before. We defeated Mephiles or Mephiles or Mephiles sad or something. GG's, we did it. I see we've left the space arc now, or maybe we haven't, and this is just a city in the space arc. We're moving and grooving. I said it right the second time. Okay, great. I will replay this VOD after the fact because I can't remember which pronunciation I used the second time. So I'll go back and listen to myself again. Or I could just look it up right now and Google it and someone will tell me. Whatever. I'm not gonna get hung up on that. Where are we right now? We are in some sort of world where buildings are just scattered around, floating in this 3D environment. The roads and bridges are twisting and turning. And I have no idea what dimension or realm or area we're in. But that's of no trouble to the runner anyway. We're going to clear all these missions with an S rank.
Où il y aura trois combats à faire, enfin 3 niveaux à faire dans le chapitre.
S is all across the board.
Parce qu'il y a un niveau final qui est le niveau avec le boss. Les grands
Act 2, Radical Highway.
qu'on a pourchassé.
It's a fusion. Radical Highway from Sonic Adventure 2 mixed with aliens trying to take over the world subspace. Pleasant. I love to hear that aliens are trying to take over this world. Excellent. Good stuff. Sonic Adventure 2, huh? Yeah. I gotta pull it up real quick. Right.
Pas senti bien.
Again, like I've said before, cool environment, cool dynamic floating environment and environmental pieces that just move around and contribute to the feeling and vibe and atmosphere. It's a very dynamic, fast-paced Sonic experience. I love that about this. Well, Shadow's partially made from alien DNA. Spoiler alert from about a decade and a half ago. I think I'll excuse the 15-year spoiler. I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine, especially as we're seeing a storyline here of Shadow being played out. I think we can excuse that. I've heard similar things about people spoiling the end of Super Metroid or Metroid Prime or whatnot. I'm like, oh no, a game that's been out for 20 or even 30 some odd years. Oh no, not the spoilers. I suppose if we're playing it for the first time, you want to avoid that. So I'll give warnings to some spoilers if necessary. Can't wait for the upcoming final battle theme. All right, we're approaching the end, folks. We're an hour and 2 into an hour 15 estimate. I'm not sure if they'll go over time. I'm assuming that will at least meet estimate. So the end of the run is coming up quick. So lock in and let's finish out this Shadow Generations run with a bang. I can't wait for it myself. Wait, Metroid isn't a dude? You're telling me Metroid isn't a guy? I can't believe my John Metroid isn't a dude. Oh no, the spoilers. Did you know? Oh, buddy. If that surprises you, I've got more spoilers in store for you about Super Metroid.
La première du coup sera le Beam Surf. On va encore une fois, comme pour Metal Overlord, renvoyer des boules dessus pour lui faire les dégâts.
Alright, we've got Devil Doom here, who looks like a final boss type figure. I'm not sure if this is the final boss, but Devil Doom does look to be the part. John Metroid Prime is an NB icon. And Mrs. Girl? I've never in my life heard John Metroid before. Are you familiar with Mr. John Games Done Quick? Yeah, Chad, haven't you heard of all these famous game characters before? I mean, we've got the John Metroid and the John Metroid Prime in the sequel to it. And some girl named Samus, who I'm sure none of us have ever heard at all, ever. Who's this Samus person? Couldn't be me. Never heard of her. I'm glad you're informing me of all this great lore about John Metroid. I would have never known otherwise.
on va être sur l'impact final.
So does Samus turn into a compact ball without breaking all her bones while in a giant metal suit? I'm going to ignore that because I have no idea. Don't ask me. You know, video game physics and video game geometry. Very careful, yes. It's not an instant morph like you see in the game. She just folds up and rounds up very carefully to make sure she's well protected. Probably. I'm not an expert in Metroid and power suit geometry, so don't ask me. No bones. Samus is just a blob. Doesn't need bones, doesn't need that structure. Can just change form at will, can turn into liquid, and then turn back into solid. Perfect. Don't get me started on how dizzying that experience of being in a very fast-paced moving ball like that would be. I would get sick, nauseous, motion sick almost instantly if that were me. So whatever Samus is doing, she's go all the more power to her. Couldn't be me though. Couldn't be stuck in a constantly rotating ball that spins around very, very quickly. Not dissimilar to Shadow here in Sonic when we see them do their spinning attacks too. Would instantly put me off. Like, I get dizzy after 1 or 2 somersaults. I couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. But more props to them for being able to do those mind-blowing acrobatic tricks without breaking a sweat. Or breaking their sense of, I don't know, uprightness, inertia, without breaking to a fit of dizziness.
À peine. Il aurait un petit
How tall is Sonic? Who knows? Hedgehog size? Because they're a hedgehog? I could be wrong, though. I've never seen them in person. I think Sonic and Shadow might be the same heights, just because they're both hedgehogs, you know, but we'll see. But looks like we're here at the end of the Shadow Generations run. That is time. GG's to Bull de Petanque for an excellent run. That's an hour, 6 minutes, 56 seconds on the real-time timer. GG's to the run.
Et du coup, on n'a pas terminé.
Il nous reste une autre
Il va nous
phase.
rester un petit niveau à faire.
Niveau très sympa où vous verrez que Shadow est un tout petit peu différent d'un point de vue design et d'un point de vue de la voix surtout.
Let's see. That's a. I'm gonna have to pull. I keep closing the leaderboard. I shouldn't do that. I should have the leaderboard up right now. Let's go back to Sonic, or excuse me, Shadow Generations.
Ouais.
Yeah, so maybe a handful of minutes over, I'd say 4 minutes over RCA, but still very, very competitive time. I don't know what it would be without the load remove time, but as it stands, that is an excellent, excellent run. That would place them third on the leaderboard, of which they are the world record holders. So, an impressive showing by our runner. Again, GG's to the runner, GG's to the run. Good stuff overall. What an excellent run of Shadow Generations.
Franchement, ça régale. Et du coup, d'ailleurs, il y a une bidoire en cours pour la run suivante, pour le choix du masque pendant les runs de Wavetail. Cherchez le nom.
Oui, tout à l'heure aussi, j'ai pas réussi.
With that being said, we have lots and lots and lots more games for you folks. Next up, we have Broforce, the patently American-styled and themed run and gun that I never heard about before. After that, we've got Wavetail, a great RPG, Castlevania, Lament of Innocence, Timesia, Resident Evil 5, Light Matter, Sea of Stars, Skate Horse, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, Arabian Nights, Time Splitter, Mario Party, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and much, 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 much more to come. If you want to hear more about the fantastic games on the Nitro Speedrun Festival schedule, type !schedule into the Twitch chat to look at the schedule as I am doing right now. we're here moving into intermission while they get set up for Broforce, and we can see live on screen they're showing off that that knitted Pikachu plush again. I believe, to my best of knowledge, that is one of the prizes that you might be raffled, that you can enter yourself into a raffle to win if you donate to NSF. So, again, with the caveat that I don't know if international viewers are able to receive this, you can put in your money towards that.
Du coup, on se retrouve pour le niveau du DLC de Shadow, qui était un niveau qui a été fait.
That's right. I think we're back at Shadow Generations to do that Tokyo DLC. Okay, they might have met that. Yes, we did meet that Tokyo Run bonus DLC. So I don't actually know what's in it. More stages, more tracks, more levels, whatever it is. More Shadow Generations.
3 minutes.
Donc, comme ça a été dit, on est sur un DLC qui est très très court, avec, vous le verrez probablement pas trop dans ces phases-là, mais en tout cas dans les cinématiques que vous verrez, parce qu'il y a deux gros...
I totally forgot about this part. I was so distracted. I mean, like, oh my goodness, look at the Pikachu on screen. I forgot. They had an incentive going for a bonus DLC of this, so here you go. More Shadow Generations. Extra Tokyo is my favorite world. Hey, yeah. I couldn't tell you what my favorite world is. Again, first time looking at this, but it looks just as mesmerizing, excuse me, as all the other tracks in this game.
Chaos Control. What are they doing here?
Du coup, on va arriver sur la première cinématique.
Play if it have revenge walk. Not sure what that's referencing, but we'll roll with it. Whoa! Shadow is just parlaying missiles and throwing them back at the helicopter. These are some great cutscenes. I love this. I love it already. Just hopped out. The pilot just hopped out of the helicopter and like, I have the Sonic scene right now. Like, nope. All right, goodbye. Good stuff. Sonic 3 movie joke. Okay, yeah. I've never seen a Sonic movie or any of the Sonic media beyond the video games, so that is lost on me, unfortunately.
On est quand même plus sur un DLC pour faire plaisir aux fans qui ont aimé le film plutôt que sur un vrai DLC comme on les connaît d'habitude. Mais c'était un DLC qui était gratuit, donc toujours pas du tout. C'est pas gratuité
5 balles.
Des bêtises. J'ai pensé entreprise trop philanthrope.
I'm watching this run right now, and I know that we're moving fast. We are going fast right now. I didn't stop to imagine what it would be like if I were to go fast here. How fast would I be going? I don't think they move as fast as they can, but holy moly. And we're just gliding up the Tokyo Skytree right now. Shadow is running. Shadow is running from all these different helicopters, and he's just gonna run up the Tokyo Skytree just because he can, to get away from all these helicopters throwing missiles at him. Parries them with no sweat whatsoever. And that's an S rank. Yeah, this whole stage is based on a movie. I see. Okay, got it. And is that it? That's time for the Tokyo world, I think.
Un tout petit DLC, malheureusement.
I'm not hearing any audio coming from their side.
C'est tout nickel.
Or rather, I'm not hearing commentary. Hear noises? Oh, there we go. Okay. That was the Tokyo DLC. GG's on that DLC incentive. Good stuff. Yeah, I gotta say, that flew over my head. Almost quite literally, haha. Being a Sonic movie reference, because I have never watched a Sonic movie. But great stuff. Now I think we're ready to get set up here for a Broforce. So, This is a great time as any other for me to tell you. Now is the time to take a short break. Go stretch, go grab some water, go grab snacks, go get comfy, reclined in your chair, laying down in your bed, whatever makes you comfortable, because we've got a lot more Nitro Speedrun Festival up and coming. The next run here is Broforce, and then a bunch of other games in the schedule. So, hang tight everyone, they are going to get set up. I do not know how long it'll take, but now is a good time to just step away for a quick moment to do whatever you must.